got the demo and
This conference will
day
now
one
be
session.
recorded.
If you already completed, you can ask the question. If
Hi
you have
Gautam, your
inquiry,
voice
if
is
you
not
are
clear.
not clear, huh?
Yeah, Gautam
Still
is,
same?
yeah. Yes, Gautam, now it is.
Yeah, yeah. Guys, I'm saying that you maybe you are already gone through the demo and basic whatever sessions, right? I shared it. If not, please feel free to raise it. We are planning to do the some kind of recap. Again, we are planning to repeat that. If you are really needed, we will repeat that. Otherwise, we will go for next topic. So I just need to get the clarity from everyone. Vijay, Priyanka, Akhil, and Aditya, Chandra. What is your call? You want to
Going to the
explain
next
from
session
the
for me.
scratch? For you. What about Vijay,
Myself, it's
Priyanka,
fine.
Akhil?
Others you can check.
Yeah, starting with main session is fine.
Main session. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Akhil, what about you and Vijay?
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
okay
starting,
with
huh?
the main session.
I'm
Okay.
I'm okay too.
Anyway, let's go with the today. Let's spend with the from the main session, starting session. Okay, from the kind of demo with the basics, and tomorrow onwards we'll go for next session. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Raj, you can take the intro and give the demo and the basics today, and we'll start the new topic from tomorrow. Okay.
Hi, hello everyone, good
Yeah,
morning.
Raj, go ahead. Yeah.
Sure, Gautam, yeah. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Raju. So let me introduce myself. Myself, Raju. Here I am giving a technical training on SAV IGA. So I have overall 11 plus years of experience in identity and access management solution. So where I worked on different IAM solutions. There are a couple of tools: SailPoint, Savient, Oracle IDM, Entra ID, CyberArk. So right now I'm working on Savient on different roles. I have experience in development, administration, upgrade, patching. So here I'm giving a training on technical on Savient IGA. So can we start with your introduction? Just a basic introduction is fine. What is your background and what you are expecting this?
Yeah, sure. I will start with mine. So, hello everyone. Good morning. Priyanka this side. So, I'm from Pune, Maharashtra, and I'm working into identity and access management as well as into PAM side since last 8 to 9 years. So I having expertise into CyberArk PAM as well as within IDM. I'm working on SailPoint and CIDM tool. But currently, why I'm seeking this 7 training is that our current project is going to migrate on Savient. So that is the reason I'm here. So mostly I'm just looking for complete administrative knowledge as well as little bit deployment knowledge because most of the my focus would be on administration into this new role. So yeah, that is what I'm looking for.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Priyanka.
Yeah, no worries.
Akhil and Vijay. I think Chandrasekhar is already introduced. If you want, you can once again.
Hey,
Hi, my name is Vijay. I used to be a developer earlier in my career, developer and a programmer. Right now, I'm doing a project manager, a manager for wireless. Yeah, a couple of my friends has asked to explore Unsavient, and that's where I got interested and get in touch with Gautam.
Thank you, Vijay.
I'm Akhilesh. So currently have experience on Savent. I mean, not completely into development. I have a basic knowledge on Savent. Currently in my organization, like I'm working on it. So I want to go deep into development, and so want to know more about this. So I mean, so I'm here.
Got it, Akhil. Thank you. So, Aditya, can you hear me now? I think seems some network issue from your side. So, hope everyone is able to hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Aditya, can you please confirm? Are you able to hear me? I hope everyone is able to hear. Seems it is an issue from your side.
Yeah, probably audio setting.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we can start with today's agenda. So, I hope everyone has gone through the demo session and day one session. But yeah, it is benefit for you if you folks not from the IAM background, and we can recap what we discussed from last demo session and the day one session. So in the next session onwards, we can start with the next topic. So the today's agenda is we can brief discussion about brief about the background of this IAM technology, that is cyber security, and we'll discuss about what is IAM and what is IGA. That means here we'll discuss about the salient IGA part, and then we'll discuss about the technical details and the course details. At the end, we can discuss about the question and answers. So these are already discussed. Just we are planning to recap whoever is not understand or new to this. So in the next session, we'll start with the project flow. Okay. So basically, uh, there are a so why this IAM identity and access management IGA solutions are required in organization level. So if you talk about this IAM, the background of these technologies are cyber security. Okay. So what is cyber security and why it is needed in organization level? So the cybersecurity is a best practice to protect our systems, networks, software applications, right? So basically, if you so you joined uh, this meeting via Google Meet, right? So how did you join? You joined via this Google Meet application, and without internet, is it possible to attend this session? No, right? It's not possible, and you need to provide your details as well while joining to this meeting invite. So that means this application, to connect this application we need an internet, right? Cyber security, cyber in this is basically internet. So to access to the any application to perform any activity that requires a security, the application requires a security, protecting our data, protecting the network, right? So to secure all this, we need a cyber security. In cyber security, there are a couple of modules are there: network security, data security. So to maintain the data, to secure our data into organization level. So right now, every organization, the if you think before the COVID and after the COVID, so nowadays peoples are joining virtually and online as well, right? Physically we are going to join, and also couple of organizations still they are joining in online, and they are day to day the users are increasing, right? The onboarding is increasing, so the companies required to maintain their onboarding formalities within a time without any delay, and to maintain the data, to maintain their data to be secure, and also we are working from home as well. So then our system should be secure without any uh, hackers, unauthorized access should not be log into this, right? So to achieve all this network security, data security, and IA identity and access management also one of the module in the cyber security, right? So cyber security is the platform where all this protecting our organization securities. These there are a different modules are there, and each module has their own feature. Under the cyber security, identity and access management IGA, these are very big solutions. These are very security solutions to protect these solutions are using to ensure, okay, to ensure the right access to right people to the right resource at a right time. Okay, so that means basically these IAM solutions under this, these are the platform of under the IAM solution, one of the solutions under the cyber security. These mainly focusing on it. The organizations are ensured that by using these IAM technologies, these ensure the right access to the right people. That means the in the organization there are a different department peoples are joining, right? There are a different roles of the peoples are joining, like these peoples are came from network background, these peoples are came from finance background, these peoples are based on the designation. The right people will get an access to the right application, right resource in the sense right application, access to the right application at the right time without any delay. Within a time the access will be granted to the right user, and access can be revoked if the user is leaving from the organization, right? To maintain all this access securely at the right time, to maintain all these IAM technologies are using in the organization level. So let's talk about the IAM. So the main purpose of this IAM is using this process. And what is IAM? Identity and access management. Yeah. Uh, Someone is unmuted. Any queries?
No,
Yeah.
good.
Just keep mute. So we'll discuss at the end of the session about the queries. Yeah. IAM. So here IAM as a two different fields. So under the cyber security, we have a different modules: network security, data security, and identity and access management. Into identity and access management, this has a two different solutions. One is identity management, and another one is access management. And also we have a PAM solution as well under this, but each solution has a different tools. There are a different tools are available. Our Savient IGA mainly focusing on this identity management, but this is the access management and PAM solutions are privileged access management. That those are different solutions. Like there are a different technologies or different tools are available. Example here, Okta, Entra ID. Okay, so basically these technologies are using to set up the authentication, authorization, and SS to implement the SSO solutions. So here there are different tools are available. These are all using to implement this. So under the access management, we are using to implement authentication, authorization, and SSO solutions. So, what is authentication means? See, right now, in previously, there was a single factor authentication, single factor SFA, that is called single factor authentication. So nowadays, these solutions are implemented multi-factor authentication. So that means, I hope everyone knows, people are already working on. Once you logged into your organization, any of the application, you need to provide your username and password, right? After that, it will ask you to provide an extra secure code, OTP or authentication code, right? So that is called as a multi-factor authentication. That means it is a first level of checking the credentials, checking the right credentials into the application. System will validate your credentials whether it is a right details or not. Once it is validated, it will move to the authorization. That means based on your privileges that has to your account into that application, you can able to perform certain activity. So simple example, in general, everyone has a bank account, right? So if you, whatever the access that you have is a end user level access, you can transfer the amount from your account to another person, and you can change your profile, but not the entire profile. You can change your limited attributes, right? But who can perform this? If you go to the bank people also have the same application, but their privileges are different, right? So based on the authorization, you can perform the certain activity into the application. And SSO solutions, single sign on. SSO means it is a single sign on. That means, just best example, Google. If you logged into the Gmail, you no need to again provide your username and password to the Google Meet and Google Forms, the other Google related applications, right? So automatically it will log in. So it will reduce our time, and no need to provide your username and password in every time when you access the other application. So this comes under access management. And identity management comes to identity management. So what is management basically? Management in the sense to maintain the each every operation from creation to disable, right? The management can build that, the management can de- remove that, right? So here what we are managing here, identity management. So here as well we have a couple of technologies are available. So Oracle IDM, SailPoint, Savient, okay, Savient IGA. So into this here, the Savient IGA is a basically the cloud-based application. Okay, we'll talk about that in the next. So identity management. Here, what is the main purpose of identity management? What is an identity? So let me share one of the screenshot here. So here, this pictorial representation describes about the identity management, the capabilities of identity and access management. We'll discuss here. So as we discussed just now, what is identity and access management? It is a one of the framework of the cybersecurity. It is mainly ensuring using in the organization level the right individuals. It ensures the right individuals in the sense identities. So identity is nothing but it could be employee or it could be a contractor, partner, customer, any bot user. So these are the identities. Each identity has a unique attribute, right? So in the organization level, in the HR application, what would be the unique attribute? Employee ID, right? So like a way in IAM applications, we have a unique attribute for the identities. In say event IGA specifically, username. Any application, let's take AD application, there should be some SAM account name. Like each of the identity has a unique attribute. And identities is nothing but those are, it could be employee, contractor, partners, customers, and bot users. These are the digital representation of a profile. The identity contains a digital profile, and these identities can be utilized, these features of identity and access management. So first capability is identity lifecycle management. As I mentioned, management in the sense we can do anything for these users. That means here the identity like life cycle. Let me show you the life cycle management here. The main identity management is using to maintain the end-to-end life cycle. That means when the user is joining into organization, their profile creation will start into HR application. That means their onboarding will start, right? Their onboarding will start. That means the provisioning will be started, and their profile is created, their access can be granted, the users can be access to the application and they can perform certain activities here. And if any extra access is required, or if they want to change their profile, they can modify here. So it contains a it act as a self-service portal as well. And we can implement the password policies in the identity management, and based on that users can be changed the password as well using these applications, say when using the identity management applications. And the deprovisioning, if the user is leaving from the organization, their access should be revoked automatically. The end-to-end operations are happening into the identity lifecycle management. Okay. And access management, so once their profile is created, the access are granting based on their role. Okay. And here the access are granting, and then under the another capability access governance, this feature will be review their access after the grant access are granted. Here using this feature we can review the IAM application will review their access. So this is mainly a part of audit. Okay. So based on the client requirements, it could be every month or every 3 months or every 6 months audit can be happen. So we can implement the certification part that will review the user's access. And monitoring and analytics, so Savent has a capability to provide the audit evidence, and it there is a capability, IAM applications has a capability to review what users are accessing into the application, what users are submitting their access, that can be monitored. And also we can generate a report as well using this IAM application. And this SSO solutions, the access management solution, basically as we discussed just now, it will be using to implement authentication, authorization, and SSO solution. We can use all these capabilities, and we can integrate the third party applications here with IAM solutions. So resource in the sense the third party applications, by using these IAM solutions we can integrate the cloud based application, on premise applications, database application, any infrastructure files type applications, file based application, and the API based applications with the IAM solutions. These are the capabilities of IAM. And so if you talk about the benefits, yes, it is a main secure. So using these access management, it will reduce the unauthorized access and compliance. So the based on their role, the access are granting, right, without any uh, providing any additional access by mistake. So the system will identify any violation of the access to the users. And operational efficiency, see this lifecycle management can be automated. Manual intervention also required if suppose if any one or two users by mistake the required access are not granted. Okay. So we can go with the manual as well, but mainly see nowadays more users are onboarding. Suppose today one or two users are onboarded, that's fine, we can manually maintain that. We can handle the manual process, but 100 users, 1000 users are onboarded. That's not possible to maintain manually, right? The system will automatically maintain their uh, provisioning and deprovisioning. That means today, not only the onboarding, if users are leaving from the organization, that should be take the action immediately. So we can automate the provisioning and deprovisioning into this using this IAM application, and also a better user experience. That means it is a very friendly application. Okay, the end user can easily to understand the process and why we are using this application, how to submit a request. So in terms of end user or in terms of a developer and a operation team, it is easy to understand the application. Okay, and if you talk about the uh, IGA, so basically Savient IGA is a cloud-based application. The IGA, Identity Governance and Administration, this IGA solution. So the Savient IGA is a first cloud-based platform. Okay, Savient IGA is a first cloud-based platform. Here the IGA is the tool which is called IGA is implemented, developed by the Savient organization. That's why it is called as a Savient IGA. It is a cloud-based application that is developed by the Savient organization. So hope all are aware of cloud-based and on-premise application. What is cloud-based? What is on-premise application? Anyone not aware? Priyanka, Vijay, Akhil, Aditya.
I am aware.
Even I'm aware.
Yeah,
Even I
thank you. So in a simple sentence, the cloud-based application is that can be maintained by the vendor, right? On-premise application that can be managed by the client side. Simple example, our own laptop. If you take our own laptop, so if you want to install any software that you need to maintain, right? That means you need to install any software, you need to maintain that network if you want to access any application. That means that is on-premise application. That means the client needs to be maintain the installation, configuration, upgrades, patching, anything. So Savient IG is a cloud-based application. So that means you no need to install that. It can be maintained by the Savient vendor, and upgrades, patching that can be maintained by the Savient vendor. And basically, what are the cloud platforms are available in current market? Azure and AWS, right? So based on the client requirements, that is client's choice. Based on that, Savient will deploy this IGA into any of the Azure or a AWS. Okay, but that means you no need to work on Azure or AWS. That can be taken by the vendor. Savient IGA application, it is a web application. We can directly access into the any of the browser. Once you got an access with the client credentials, you can access to the application from the browser. So it is a web-based application. So basically, it is also a two solutions, combination of two solutions, that is governance part and administration part. So basically, administration part will take care of the identity management. That means provisioning the access part. The access mainly it will take care of the provisioning, deprovisioning, the user access provisioning and deprovisioning, and the governance part. Once access are granted, the governance part mainly starts with the access certifications that will review what user access has. Here also the same access review and recertification both are similar, and the policy management that can be the policies based on the user role, based on the user location, based on the client requirement. If the based on the user location, I want this access. Based on the user role, I want this access. That can be achieved by using the policy management and role management. Savent has a roles feature as well. That means so role is a combination of entitlement. if any user want any access to the application, okay, the user can submit a request along with the application, the access as well, the required access. So role is a combination of entitlements. So instead of selecting a individual application, the user can submit a role that contains a multiple access. That means without selecting a list of entitlement which are required entitlement from the drop down. Suppose take one of the AD application. Into AD application, it contains a 100 entitlements. Out of 100, use the commonly user need a 5 default entitlements. Okay, that can be grouped into one of the role. So the user can submit a request for role so that all the required access, if the user have the access into the application, only access is granted. If user does not have an account, first account will create and then access are granted by using the role. So there is a role concept as well. And segregation of duties. That means based on the roles. Suppose you are a developer, consider you are a developer and few others are the operation team. In For the developer should not have access to the production system. Okay, if they submitted a request while raising it, it will give you a violation. That means you are a developer, you should not raise a request for this access. That kind of features are available under this IGA tool. Okay, so it is a combination of identity governance and administration. Along with these features, by using the IGA solutions, we can implement the analytics. It is a intelligent future. That means we can generate the reports as well. We can generate the audit evidence as well using this identity governance and administration. Okay, so now if you come to the technical part, so we are going to provide the, it is a combination of L100 and L200. And starting with the course, we'll talk about what is IAM, what is IGA, what we discuss. And the next session onwards, we'll discuss how these solutions are existing and basic concept and terminals. That means we'll start with the project flow, where we'll discuss the concept and terminologies. And we can start with the 7 modules. That means first 3-4 days, we'll discuss about the core functionalities, theoretical background of all this information of the savient. Okay, suppose if peoples are not from IM background, right, so it is required for everyone. From here onwards, identity warehouse will start with the practical. Each practical session will discuss about the real-time scenario. It is not just a lab. Okay, everyone will receive a lab access. Okay, uh, before starting this, once you confirm, Gotham will provide an access. The application is available 24/7. Anytime you can access and practice. The practical sessions are discussed based on the real-time scenarios, not just what is what. And each of the practical session will discuss the interview question there itself. Okay, don't ask after the course is completed. Can you share the interview questions? And it is not recommended to take the to ask the specific interview questions. Here we will explain the entire concept and will share the important points where the interview will ask. And in the real time scenario, what is the purpose of using this concept, and troubleshooting as well. If any issue occur, how to troubleshoot. Like we will start with each and every concept. Okay, under the identity warehouse, we'll discuss very basic lab, how to onboard the user, what are the different ways, and each concept as a combination of developer and operation team. Okay, and SAV roles will discuss how to implement that, and application onboarding. Here we'll talk about the two different type. One is disconnected application, another one is connected application. How to onboard, how to gather the requirement, from requirement gathering to deployment. Till that we'll discuss here. Okay, and then there is a concept called ARS. Here, how to implement the application for a request based provisioning, and the entire development and operation concepts we'll discuss here. Workflows, So how to implement the approval process, we'll discuss here, and policies. So just now we discussed, right, the user joining into organization from leaving to the organization. That means the end-to-end life cycle. How to implement the joiner, mover, lever concept that will be discussed under the policies. And Savient as a future that will send in notifications as well on different scenarios. How to implement the email notifications that will be discussed in this concept, and logs. So basically, Savent IJ is a cloud-based application. We don't have access to the servers, but how to get the logs if we face any issues, how to debug that. So Savent has a feature where we can get the logs as well. And not only the application log, there is an audit log. So this is one of the real-time scenario where the clients used to ask the audit evidences. How to get this, we'll discuss here. And roles concept, we just discussed, right, what is a role. There are different types of roles, how to implement that, we'll discuss here. And campaigns, it is access review feature, so where we discuss about, right, access review, access certifications. The end-to-end process we'll discuss under this campaigns implementation. Job control panel. So here, if you observe, data is coming from, so how the data is coming into Savient and then target applications, that can be discussed here into the job control panel. Not only the data transfer, there are a couple of jobs that are there in the say IAM tools using for system maintenance. Okay, those as well we can discuss here. And global configuration concept. Here, the global configuration is a high level settings. In Savient, there are a couple of models. Just on what we discuss, all the main configurations are available into global configuration. We'll discuss here what are the required, and then deployment. So this is the extra concept that we added in our course content. Like after the course is completed, suppose just an example, if you didn't added this concept, after the course is completed, you are good. So this course is basically will give you a beginner level to advanced level. Then after the course is completed, you are good on the Savient IGA. But in terms of deployment, suppose you are working, you got a chance on developer, you have done some development activities, how to deploy this into production. Suppose you got a operations project, and into operation project, you need to deploy the development activities with development packages which are already done, testing is done. How to deploy this without knowing, that is some drawback, right? If you are a good and savant as well, if someone asks in interview, not only interview perspective, in the real time work, you need to know about the deployment. So we'll discuss about the deployment process here. And analytics. So Savient is a cloud-based application. We don't have access to the database, but Savient is directly connected to the database. So we can implement some analytics to generate the reports from Savient itself. And then Freshdesk. So this is also a extra topic. Basically, into this cloud-based application, if anything required from vendor, how to communicate with them, we need to know, right? So how to communicate with the vendor, if any bug is there, if any issue is there in Savent, we have to contact the vendor. How to communicate with them, how to raise a ticket to Savent. So we'll discuss in this concept. Okay, this is about the technical background of the course, and the course details. Daily it would, the session will be 1 hour. First a couple of theoretical sessions we can, it is a very less, 42 minutes, 45 minutes or once theoretical is completed, we can start each every day 1 hour session for the practical, and it is a Monday to Friday. Okay, and the course duration would be around 35 days. If any breaks in the middle, it will take around extra 1 week. Mostly 35 days to 40 days, we can complete the course. We can complete early as well, but we are here to explain each topic on the real time basis. So definitely it will take some time. Okay. And there is no sessions on weekend, but the remaining details Gautam will coordinate with you. If you want any other timings or any other plans, coordinate with your Gautam. Okay. Now I'm going to stop it here. If you want any queries, please let me know.
Timing is same timing, right?
8:30 to 9:30
Okay.
as of now. But if any other persons are looking any other timings, so Vijay, you have to coordinate with Gautam. Gautam will
Okay.
set up the timings. So
Okay.
right now we plan this timing 8:30 to 9:30.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Hope you understand the concept. What is background of this? What is IM? What is IGA? What are the technical concept that you are going to learn from entire this course? If you have any additional queries, you can ask me.
Yeah, no, I think explained clearly.
Thank you, Vijay. And
Guys,
as well,
thank you. So, sorry. So
sorry, Gautam, please.
tomorrow, yeah. So the session is we have scheduled at 8:30 to 9:30 every day. You guys come up with your questions and attend tomorrow also. After tomorrow session, I'm going to start onboarding you guys. Going to add you in the final WhatsApp group and start getting the license on each individuals. Okay, and you will get all the recordings, materials, all the stuff in the group itself in coming days. So any questions asked today and tomorrow also you have a privilege to ask. Get it clarify or will taking the stuff. And apart from that, you can reach me anytime personally on WhatsApp call or direct call. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you're not able to ask any questions, you can contact Gautam. We'll discuss more if you have any.
Sure. Thank you, Gautam.
Thank you.
Aditya, Akhil, Priyanka, do you have any questions?
No, I'm good.
No such questions.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. So first 3 4 days it would be theoretical, right? You will get a bore. So just understand the concept, and once the practical is started as well, I will discuss first background of the concept, then we'll go with the practicals on the each of the concept. So like a way we will plan, so that is benefit for you.
One more question, Dan.
Yes, Vijay, please.
Do we have any prerequisites?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, Savient IGA basically not required any additional technical knowledge,
Okay.
but there is a uh, few of the development activities like I have mentioned, right? Savient has a capability to generate the reports using the analytics. So to generate the report, you need some background of beginner level of queries, MySQL knowledge is required. But yeah, I forget to mention that if you have not a background of writing a query, here I planned before the day, before planning to start the analytic concept, I will explain how to write a query. And so it is not required for the experience level. It is very basic levels are required. How to write a select query, how to write a some where condition. Okay. So we'll discuss that, and I will give. If you have a time, go through the W3 school where it is a MySQL available. You can just go through the. It is not required for entire one. Select where in, okay, and
Yeah.
joins. These are very required. Basics are required, but I will explain before the concept. And
Yeah.
another one is,
Queries are okay, but Java
yeah,
script.
not required. That is not required. And JSON is required for one of the concept for application onboarding.
Okay.
But there as well, I will explain how to write a JSON code. Basically, yeah, that's what Savient IJ is a very easy to application, easy to understand, easy to work on as a developer. Because Savient has a many connector guides are available. If you are planning to work on any application integration with the Savian, there is a guide is available with all the code.
Good.
So I will
Okay.
explain that code and how to modify. If you want any extra, the client want any modification, I will explain there.
Okay.
So that is also we have a plan. So these two are required, the background, JSON and MySQL. Apart
Okay.
from that, no others are required.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Vijay.
One question.
Yeah, Aditya, please.
What topics are covered under connected application?
Topics are covered means so the
Uh,
end
like
to end, the connected
uh, Type
application
of
from
connections, REST
yes,
API connections, and
it is yeah.
Active
As I
Directory.
mentioned, we are covered entire Savian concepts here. So we planned here for the application onboarding, we will plan for one disconnected application, okay, end to end, and one connected application end to end, that is Active Directory.
Only two.
Yeah, and yeah, that's enough, Aditya. So not only specific to the Active Directory, the explanation, the concept here will discuss the combination of any other. See, one application onboarding is a common concept. How to do the connected application onboarding? We'll take one example as Active Directory that is similar to the other applications as well. Okay, so it will take more than 30 to 40 days. So whatever the required and whatever the feasible within the time, we have planned this course content. But Active Directory, we are planning to explain here the connected type. Any other questions? Anyone? Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thanks
Yeah.
for
Thanks.
joining. Please, Gautam will coordinate with you for the further sessions, but it will be same 8:30 to 9:30. We'll
Okay.
connect in the next session. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good day.